Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video for the Roblox scripting tutorial series. Today's video will talk about remote functions. Remote functions are a way to execute a function on the opposite side. So if you wanted to get some information stored in the client from the server, you would invoke the remote function in the server, it will be executed on the client, and this one would return something back to the server. Okay, so imagine we wanted to make it so whenever a player joins, this player has a value which is constantly changing on the client, right? And we wanted to get that number in the server. So first of all, I'll create here an int value in replicated storage, which will be the number we want to get. Okay, I'll set this value to 5. Okay. And now we want to detect whenever a player joins, so we can do that through the server game.players.playerAdded connect function player. Alright, so now whatever we type in here will run whenever a player is added. So now we want to get the number, so we will just type local number equals 2. And now here we have to specify the remote function, so we'll just create it here in replicated storage and we will name it getNumber. So now to call a remote function we need to first of all reference it, so game.replicated storage.getNumber, and then type column invoke client. Here, since we are invoking it to the client, we need to specify to which client, so we just put here the player's instance, and then we will type the player name followed by the number we got. Okay, so right now this script, what we'll do is whenever a player is added, it will store whatever this remote function returns in a variable and print it. So now we need to actually detect when this function is invoked. So we have to do that through the client. So here each client, okay, to detect when a remote function is called, we will need to type game.replicated storage.remote function. Well, in this case it is called getNumber, and then type on client invoke equals to function, and here we will type any parameters we will be passing, but in this case, since we already know what the player is, we do not need to receive any parameters. So now just type enter and it will autocomplete, and now we want to return the number. Okay, so right now everything that is happening is when a player joins, the server invokes to this player this remote function. Then the client detects that the function has been invoked and it returns the number's value. Then once the server has detected that something has been returned, it will print the player name followed by the number. So now if we play it, we will see how when we join the game, it is print in the server our name followed by the number's value. Okay, so that's how the remote functions work. Okay, so now we could do the same thing, but instead of invoking the function in the server, invoking in the client. So I will just do the same thing. Imagine we had this number but stored in the server and we wanted to get it from the client. So I'll just delete all of the code here in the script and the local script. And now, so we would need to type game.replicated storage.getNumber, and now instead of typing on client invoke, we will do column invoke server. We do not need to specify which server since there is only one, and this whatever this returns, we will store it in a variable called number and then just print a number. And now here in this normal script, we will need to detect whenever this remote function is invoked. So game.replicated storage.remote function on server invoke equals to function, and now here we can just return game.replicated storage.number.value. Now when you are actually doing this, like typing on server invoke, okay, here there is one parameter which you will need to type, which is player. Okay, that this will have, well, this will store the whatever player invoked the remote function. So now we will just also print this player.name so you can see. Okay, so now if we play this, you will see how now the number 5 is returned. And well, so right now what happened is that this local script invoked this remote function called getNumber on the server. Okay, and then from the server it got that number and returned it, and then the client detected that it has been returned and printed it. So that will be everything for today's video. If you found this video useful, feel free to like and subscribe so more people find the channel. Bye!